Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to Good Evening, New Hampshire, right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, Women's March draws loud crowd at New Hampshire State House. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Siobhan Lopez.
For the third year in a row, women and their supporters march at the New Hampshire State House.
We decided to come as a group just to support and see what this was all going to be like. It's really cool. I'm glad I'm here today.
These girls are too young to vote, but they have a message.
We're not going away, and we're going to have a voice, and it's the future's female.
Hundreds held signs expressing women's strength. Organizers say the progress made to protect the rights of women and LGBTQ people should be celebrated.
We deserve a voice at the table.
It is an honor to be a part of the all-feminist delegation that we're sending to Washington, D.C.
The theme of this year's march is "We've Only Just Begun." Organizers say that's to recognize the members of this movement who will continue to work together to fight for equality.
Of course, I'm here today. He didn't kill me. He only made me know that he could have.
Tiffany Roberts is a survivor of domestic and sexual violence. 8 years later, she's an advocate for victims.
We still have so much work to do. There's been so much sharing of stories, but we need to honor that with action.
Roberts says the legal system was difficult to navigate and needs to better support victims. She shared her story and also a message of hope for other survivors.
Just keep taking it a day at a time because life does eventually get better. I feel like all of that is in my past now.
In Concord, Siobhan Lopez, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Weekend winter storm, first major storm of 2019, is going to hit us tonight into the day Sunday. Plows, police, ready for heavy snowfall tonight into tomorrow. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Gene Mackin.
Brine has already been put down in spots. Plows ready to head out here. Communities like Manchester will have all hands on deck, 50 to 75 DPW workers on the job here, and they're asking you to be patient.
We'll be concentrating on the main streets throughout the city, keeping the main roads open. The secondary roads, people need to realize that we will get to them, but our priority is going to be keeping the main roads open for the emergency vehicles.
Utilities say stock a mobile storm kit in case of a power outage, especially with the cold blast coming. Flashlights and batteries, bottled water, chargers, a list of important numbers, medications and necessities for the family, including the pets. Eversource says crews are on standby.
We are going to position hundreds of line, tree, and service workers throughout the state to respond to any issues that arise.
And Concord firefighters put plows on their forestry trucks to respond to emergencies in front of ambulances and fire engines, carving a path through the snow.
They'll also try to go ahead of the apparatus to emergency calls and make sure the driveways are cleaned out so that the personnel can get to the house in a timely manner.
And how can you help? You can help firefighters by digging out any fire hydrants near your home, and be sure to check on neighbors who might need a little extra help during a big storm like this. Live in Manchester tonight, Gene Mackin, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Ski areas looking forward to major winter storm. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Andy Hirschberger.
It's all systems go at Loon Mountain. All 61 of their trails are open, and conditions are only going to get better as a major storm churns its way toward New Hampshire.
It's going to make things very different, but a lot of fun. Yeah, completely different conditions, but this is what we love about New England, you know, that we get just a smooth day like this, and then we get to ski some powder.
Loon Mountain officials say they've already had a great January, and this blast of winter coming for the MLK holiday weekend is just perfect.
It's great. Anytime it's snowing, it's great. And when you have this much anticipation for a great storm like this, you know, we're excited, and all the skiers are excited too.
It should be like West Coast skiing because it's going to be a really cold storm and lots of snow. It's going to be like skiing in Colorado. So looking forward to it. That's why we're here.
And everyone is taking a piece of this pie. Gary Chaikin at Village Ski and Snowboard says a big storm is a big deal for his business.
The weather matters more than anything for us. I mean, the economy, of course, is a big difference, but I would say the weather is more important.
At the Gypsy Cafe, this is the kind of weekend they dream about.
Well, it's a godsend, really, because like tomorrow night we are booked totally with reservations because people can't wait to get up here because of the snow.
The plows have been out, the roads are pretty clear, and people have been leaving Loon, but you know that they will be back. Reporting live in Lincoln, I'm Andy Hirschberger, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Important safety reminders ahead of major snowstorm. For the first time this winter, most granite staters will see more than a foot of snow in a single storm. Given that it's been several months since the last significant winter storm, there are important things to remember. Power outages. If the power goes out, you are encouraged to call your electricity provider. Eversource, report an outage at this phone number right here. For Liberty Unitil, report an outage at this phone number right here. For New Hampshire Electric Co-op, report an outage at this number here. And for Unitil, report an outage at this number here. If you see downed power lines, call 911. Assume they are still a live wire and do not touch them or drive over them. If a line falls on your car, stay in your car until emergency crews arrive. People are also urged to stay at least 35 feet away from down lines and anything they fell on. State fire officials urge those who are at home without power to be cautious when using generators or alternate heating sources. Generator safety. Officials said residents should only use a generator that has been properly connected to house wiring by a professional. Generators should be run outside and at least 10 feet away from a building, with the exhaust facing away from the house. Improperly installed or running generators can cause carbon monoxide poisoning. Anyone who suspects carbon monoxide in a home or building is urged to leave immediately and call 911 before calling the State Poison Center at this number right here. Snow safety. New Hampshire Department of Transportation officials routinely ask that residents avoid crowding plows and slow down to allow for snow removal on state roadways. Officials also recommended that residents clear snow from around lights, vents, and fire hydrants. Meanwhile, Jessica's Law requires all drivers to clear snow and ice off their vehicles before hitting the roads. Jessica law requires New Hampshire drivers to clear snow off cars. Since 2002, New Hampshire drivers has been legally required to clear snow and ice off their cars before getting on the road. Jessica's law was passed after Jessica Smith was killed when ice from a tractor trailer hit a box truck that ended up hitting her car. Drivers who violate the law face fines of $250 to $500 for the first offense and $500 to $1,000 for multiple offenses. Jessica's mother, Linda Smith, told News 9 in 2015 that she sees snowy cars every day and she doesn't want other mothers to suffer her loss. It takes not even 5 minutes to clear off your car, she said. It can take 3 seconds to kill somebody. So remember, everyone, to clear off your car before you get on those roadways. And now let's turn over to weather. Weather right now is overcast, 25 degrees. And your hourly forecast, let's take a look at the hourly forecast right now. And here's a check at your hourly forecast right now. And a little bit at 7 p.m., snow showers, 25 degrees. At 8 p.m., snow showers, 23 degrees. 9 p.m., snow, 24 degrees. 10 p.m., snow, 24 degrees. 11 p.m., snow, 23 degrees. And at midnight, snow, 22 degrees. And your extended forecast. Here's a look at your next extended forecast. Today, heavy snow, high 30 degrees, low 22 degrees. Chance of precip, 100%. For tomorrow, freezing rain, high 29 degrees, low 2 degrees. Chance of precip, 100%. For Monday, cloudy, high 7 degrees, low 3 degrees. Chance of precip, 20%. Tuesday, mostly sunny, high 24 degrees, low 14 degrees. Chance of precip, 0. Wednesday, PM showers, high 41 degrees, low 36 degrees. And Thursday, rain/snow, high 40 degrees, low 28 degrees. That's your next 5-day forecast. Now let's take a look at your weather for tonight, tomorrow, and tomorrow night. Your weather for tonight, snow will become heavy at times late. Some mixed winter precipitation possible. Low 22 degrees. Winds northeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of snow 100%. 8 to 12 inches of snow expected. Tomorrow, cloudy with freezing rain expected. High 29 degrees. Winds north-northeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of precip 100%. About 1 inch of snow and ice expected. And tomorrow night, mostly cloudy, very cold. Low 2 degrees. Winds northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And there are 323 closings to report for tomorrow. And there are 3 weather alerts. If you want to see both of those 2 things, just go to WMUR.com and click on closings or weather alerts. And now, switching gears, and let's talk about sports. In sports, Fenway Park begin transformed for new extreme sport. Let's take a look at the video. Okay, looks like we're having technical difficulties with the video. Give me 1 minute, everyone. Hopefully we can get your video playing. Give us a minute. Okay, and there you go. Looks like a very fun and exciting February 8th and 9th. I think I might want to check that out. Looks fun. Cool, cool, cool. And switching gears now, let's talk about your arts and entertainment. In arts and entertainment, let's see what's happening tonight in New Hampshire. Ben is back at the Flying Monkey Movie House and Performance Center tonight at 6:30 p.m. Dan the Mazalk Man Center at Schultz Tavern and Steakhouse tonight at 6:30 p.m. Spotlight New England tonight at 7 p.m. at Dance Ivy. Fully Committed at Peterborough Playhouse tonight at 7:30 p.m. The Secret Garden at the Palace Theater tonight. World Snow Day is tomorrow at Arrowhead Recreation Arena. And those are events happening tonight in New Hampshire. If you want to see that complete list, we will share a link with you on the Riley King Network Facebook page. And that is it for this edition of Good Evening New Hampshire. I hope you all enjoyed this edition of Good Evening New Hampshire, and I'll see you back here tomorrow with more news. Have a great night, everyone. Goodbye.